Hear from Nicola Sturgeon.
Well,
given the concerns that
yep.
have been raised, why don't you match Labour's ban?
Well, there is no fracking allowed in Scotland right now.
It's not
because
banned,
we put,
though,
no,
is it?
no. Well, let me explain the position. There's no fracking allowed in Scotland right now because we put in place a moratorium. And my view is that unless it can be proved beyond any doubt that fracking doesn't harm our environment, doesn't harm our health, doesn't harm our communities, then to answer Mark's question, no, fracking shouldn't be allowed at all ever in Scotland. Well, why we've got the moratorium in place is because...
advertising to decommission for fracking.
Is that true? Are you advertising for decommissioning jobs in the fracking industry that so far doesn't exist?
One of the things we're looking at in the moratorium is what would be the impacts in terms of decommissioning, just as on the impacts of health and environment. But why have we got a moratorium in place?
Up the mess, Nicola.
Why?
Okay,
well, perhaps what we're trying to do is show how expensive and difficult it might be to do that. But one of the reasons we've got the moratorium is because we have a situation where the UK government have given licences to companies to frack in Scotland.
Yeah,
so unless,
and you're going to have the power over licensing
exactly
devolved to Scotland.
Well, we insisted on no more licences being granted until we get that power. But unless we've got the solid evidence before we were to move to a ban, we'd end up in court.
Are you frightened that INEOS or some other big corporation takes you to court?
Well, I don't want to end up in court. I want to get the evidence in place so that we can take our decisions on that basis. But there is no fracking. There is no fracking allowed in Scotland right now. And if there is any suggestion at all that it harms an environment, there will never be fracking allowed in Scotland as long as I've got anything to do with it.